To fill out a ACP application, you click on Apply Now. First thing you're going to do is fill out the full legal name of the applicant. In this case, we're putting down Janie Maria Doe, and her birthday was January 31st, 2006. We need to identify identity verification. You can choose one of these. We only have to choose one. We're going to choose a social security number. It is not required, but it is recommended to speed up the process of the application. It is the quickest way to get the application processed. Next, we're going to put in the home address. No P.O. boxes, please. 3333 Sum Street. Make sure to put the apartment number if there is one, a unit number. Also, any town in U.S. We're going to choose the state of California since that's where I am. And 90001 is the zip code that I'm using. The next question is, do you qualify for Lifeline or Affordable Connectivity benefit through your child or dependent? You would leave it as no if it's just qualifying by yourself. You click yes if you're qualifying with a dependent or a child. And here's where you put that person's information. So if this was your child, you would put down Jessica Maria Doe. Next, we're going to input their date of birth, April 1st, 2006. And again, you have to do the identity verification, and you only choose one. I'm going to choose social security number because it's what's going to help the application go the fastest, although it is not required. And then we click next. Here's where we're going to create the account. We're going to click on username here, and we're going to enter Janie 2006. We have to choose a password that meets the password requirements that you see listed on the left. You could start seeing that all the things on the left are green. That means we met the requirements. I'm confirming the password, clicking on show just so I can see it. Next, I'm going to click on contact information. I'm using my junk mail email address. I'm inputting a phone number, which is optional, but I think it's important to put one in so that if there are any changes in the program, any updates, that we receive them. So I recommend it for sure. And if you have a mailing address that's not your home address, you click on that box and then enter that. Here you choose your language of preference. I'm clicking on English. On the box that says, I am not a robot, click. And here you've created a National Verifier account. And now we can apply for the Affordable Connectivity Program. We've got to log back into that account that we just created. So I'm putting in the password. I am not a robot is what I'm clicking again, and then I sign in. Next, we're going to click on Apply for ACP. Here is where we're going to indicate which of these programs the child or dependent is participating in. And we've got SNAP, Medicaid, SSI, Federal Public Housing Assistance, Veterans Pension, Federal Pell Grant, Free Reduced Lunch, the Community Eligibility Provision, and the WIC. All right, so here's where we get to look to see that our information is correct, but it looks like The year of birth is incorrect because it matches the child's. So I'm changing it to 1970. You saw how I did that. Everything else looks correct. So I'm going to click on next, and I'm looking through the rest of the information and it all looks correct. So I'm going to click on next, and one more time clicking on next. Now here we go, 1970, 2006. Okay, that is now correct. Now I have to check these boxes to indicate that I confirm that it is okay to have this information collected, used, shared, or retained for the purposes of applying to ACP. The first box is for myself and the second box is for the dependent. So submit. Now we're going to confirm the location. It says show us your address is right. If you need to fix it, click there. Here's where you're going to look at the map. You can see that if you press the left button plus or minus, it either zooms in or zooms out. You're also able to hold and click and then drag the map to where you want to see. You need to zoom in order to move that marker into the location that's very precise to where the person lives. So I just clicked to where the person lives. You saw the latitude and longitude change. I clicked again and you saw the change again. Once you have the right location, click on next. It says we didn't recognize your information, so they are asking for additional information. So here you could see show us one item on the left, show us two items on the right. The two items could be the date of birth, and on the bottom it says show the last four digits of your social security or tribal ID number. So those are some items that could be used. The files that you're going to upload can't be any more than 10 megabits in size. You can see here that I'm going to click on one that's 21 megabits, and then it gives us a error. It says it's too big, or maybe it's the wrong type of file. So I'm going to choose one that is smaller than 10, which is 1.6 megabits, and I'm going to upload it. And of course you'd be uploading one that corresponds to those listed above. I'm going to click next. It says we cannot confirm that you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Benefit. Now you got to choose one of these. These are basically the different government programs that if a person is a recipient to any of these, they can potentially qualify. I'm going to show you a few of these. One of them is the free and reduced lunch. Here you have two options. You can select the first one, which is the Community Eligibility Provision School. Now this is a list. When you click it, a list on the bottom pops up. You choose the state. In this case, I am selecting the state of California. Of course, you would know what school district to choose, and you'd locate it on this long list. And then you'd select the correct school that the student attends. If the school is not listed, you can click on this one and then enter the name of the school and later upload the document that indicates that they qualify for free or reduced lunch. A family who does not participate in any of these programs but they have a low income may also qualify. For example, I will enter the number 3 for 3 folks who live in a household. I will then click on the federal poverty guidelines. On this list, you can see that a family of 3 who makes less than $46,000 would qualify. What the family would need to do is they would need to upload a document like the ones listed above. Examples of these documents include the prior year state, federal, or tribal tax returns, the income statements from an employer or check stubs, social security statement of benefits, or the statement of benefits from an unemployment or workers' comp program, general assistance from federal or tribal participation, the divorce decree, child support award, or other official document containing income information. If a school is not listed on the Community Eligibility Provision school list, then a parent can enter the school name and then upload a school lunch letter that indicates that the student participates in the free or reduced lunch program. We're waiting for that to upload. This statement here says willingly giving false or fraudulent information to get Lifeline or ACP benefits is punishable by law. The first statement indicates that you certify that someone in the household does participate in a government program. The next statement, the client certifies that they will notify the internet company if their address changes within 30 days of the change. In the next statement, the client will inform the internet company within 30 days if the client or the person in their household that qualifies do no longer qualify for the government program or income anymore, or if the client or someone in the household gets more than one ACP benefit. The next statement says, I agree that all of the information I provide on this form may be collected, used, shared, and retained for the purposes of applying for and or receiving the ACP benefit. I understand that if this information is not provided to the program administrator, I will not be able to get ACP benefits. If the law of my state or tribal government require it, I agree that the state or tribal government may share information about my benefits for a qualifying program with the ACP administrator. The information shared by the state or tribal government will be used only to help find out if I can get an ACP benefit. By typing in the full legal name below, the person indicates that they understand that it is a digital signature that is the same as if they had signed the document with a pen. Please be sure to have the client take a picture of this application ID or screenshot so they can keep it for their records and reference.